What if saving your family meant destroying an entire universe? Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up, because this story is about one man, one cube, and one very bad day. In the distant future, a couple watches their kid play with a toy airplane. Cute, until you realize the boy hasn't spoken a single word. Mom is panicking, dad is calm. Classic parenting mismatch. Then the TV screams, "Breaking news! Alterplex is about to save the world with a shiny new technology." Countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, boom. A giant blue laser shoots into the sky. Dad smiles like he just won the lottery. Except, surprise, he wakes up in a nightmare. The lab, destroyed. Alarms blaring. Dead bodies everywhere. So much for world-saving tech. He grabs a mysterious cube, throws on some headphones, and starts recording like a depressed YouTuber. "This is Will, reporting live from the apocalypse. Time to get out of there." Outside, it's even worse. Buildings collapsed, people gone. The energy tower still stands tall like it's mocking him. But then, headphones die. Seriously? First the world ends, and now this. He digs through a dead guy's bag for new ones, recycling at its finest. Back online, he calls Abby. She nearly faints. Everyone thought Will was toast. The lab was destroyed, the container gone. Turns out, nope, he's alive. And very confused. Flashback, 9 months earlier. Alterplex proudly advertises, 1,000 years of free energy. Sure, what could go wrong? Will stares at a fancy business card, pretending to be unimpressed. Abigail, the director, barges in. She offers him a job. Physicist, ex-NASA pilot, low aversion risk. Basically Superman without the cape. Will says no. But then she drops the family card. She knows about his sister and the kid. Doctors, housing, everything he needs. If he signs, Will hesitates, then signs anyway, because free health care is a strong motivator. Back in the ruins, Will calls his sister. No answer. Cube is scanning. Time to head for the tower. The streets are littered with bodies and anti-Ultralex posters. Inside a store, he hijacks a TV feed. News says eco-rebels blame the tower for wrecking the planet. The company responds with drones and a 46-mile evacuation zone. Nothing says, "Trust us," like military lockdown. Then, oh boy, an energy vortex opens in the sky. Dead birds fall. A whole boat crashes down. Somebody left the interdimensional faucet running. A shockwave smashes him to the ground. Arm injured. He limps into a pharmacy like it's a side quest. Bandages? Check painkillers? Check, but wait. Metal tools fly across the room and stick to his cube like it's Magneto. Okay. That's new. Before he can panic more, alarms blare again. A truck of soldiers zooms by, blasting an Ultralex drone. Then rebels roll in. They spot Will, yell for him to raise his hands. He pleads for mercy. They shoot anyway. Typical rebel hospitality. He bolts, bullets flying, and climbs to a rooftop. Safe? Nope. Behind him, gunfire. It's Michael, an old co-worker who swears Will was dead. Awkward reunion. Before they can hug it out, drones arrive. One declares Will under arrest. Then, boom, train cars rain from the sky. Because why not? Flashback, 3 months earlier. Abigail gives Will a tracker bracelet. Michael's working in security. Foreshadowing? Oh, definitely. Back in the present, Michael admits he's with the rebels now. Ultralex is killing the world, so he switched sides. Will checks the cube. Scan complete. New message. Resetter. Which sounds way less fun than it should. He remembers Abigail's explanation. The tower creates a clone Earth called Echo. No humans, no animals, just endless raw material. A buffet of resources. Will's job? Go in, scan, deliver the cube, fix problems. Simple, or so she claimed. But something's wrong. Echo has people, birds, even boats falling out of the sky. Michael asks about trains falling. Will shrugs. Universe balancing itself, maybe? Michael. Yeah, sure. Tell that to the trains. Then Abigail shows up. Come with me, she says. Drone interrupts. Bullets fly. They escape in a car. Will grabs grenades and blows the drone sky high. Cool, except the blast flips their car. Smooth move, flashback again, reports of missing planes, sister uneasy. Will ignores the red flags like a pro. Back on the street, Abby begs Will to meet Renard. He refuses. The drones were after him. If anyone's fixing this mess, it's him. Abby reluctantly agrees. They creep through the city. Will tries calling Mia again. Voicemail. Abby swears she personally evacuated them. Sure, January. Graffiti covers the walls. Destroy the tower. Bodies lined up neatly. Michael says Ultralex security probably did it. Friendly bunch, huh? Suddenly, a drone attacks. They dive into a wrecked airplane. Gunfire shreds everything. They fight back, blow it up, but Will takes a shard to the leg. Ouch. Flashback, eco-activist on TV threatens action. Back in the present, Will is bleeding badly. Michael and Abby drag him to rebels. The rebels reluctantly treat him, pulling the shard out. But then Hugo finds the cube, thinks it's a tracker. Abby is shocked. It should have been destroyed long ago. Before the rebels can decide what to do, boom. Explosions. Ultralex intruders storm in. Chaos. Will, Abby, and Michael escape through tunnels. There, Abby reveals the truth. The cube's resetter protocol is basically a self-destruct. If balance fails, it'll nuke the tower and wipe Echo off the map. Will is horrified. Mission equals suicide run. Thanks for the fine print, Abby. He storms off to find his family. Outside, the sky is Swiss cheese. Portals everywhere. Ships raining down like confetti. At his house, horror. It's crushed and burning. He digs through rubble, finds bodies. His family is gone. Rage, grief, despair. Ultralex security shows up and drags him away. They take the cube and knock him out cold. He wakes on a plane with Renard, the big boss. Renard admits both universes can't coexist. He plans to sacrifice Earth for his own survival. Great leadership skills. Will refuses to pick either death option, so he crashes the plane instead. Survives somehow. Movie physics don't question it. He reclaims the cube, but security captures Michael. They're about to kill him. Will goes full-action hero, shooting soldiers left and right. One last hand-to-hand brawl with the head of security. Will loses until Michael saves him. Together, they steal a vehicle and race to the tower. Drones swarm. Michael is shot. Will takes the wheel. He spots the control drone, fires, boom. Perfect shot. The swarm self-destructs. But another drone fatally hits Michael. Will stumbles into the tower, barely alive. Memories of his nephew, the toy airplane, promises he can't keep. At the terminal, he inserts the cube. The scan finishes. He reaches for the button. Bang! A gunshot. It's Abigail. She shoots him furious, but Will, bleeding out, presses the button anyway. The tower detonates. Echo collapses. Abigail screams. Will dies, clutching the toy airplane. Back on real Earth, Mia and her son step outside. The tower's beam flickers, then dies. Silence. So, would you destroy an entire universe to save your family? Or would guilt eat you alive forever? Let me know your thoughts below. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.